Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President-elect Donald Trump has revealed something that, well, the video just leaked of it, and it's kind of telling. I want you to watch it. But before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica and hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. President Donald Trump sat down for an interview with NBC News. Now, I personally don't understand why you would reward NBC News, who really tried to torpedo you in a debate, where you were debating basically Kamala Harris, but also the moderators as well. One of those moderators is the woman, Kristen Welker, who we did the interview with. And it just shows me that Trump is the kind of guy that, look, I'm the president now, or I'm going to be the president now. It's time to move on. It's time to do this thing. He seems to me to be the kind of person that always wants to look for the good in people, even when it's really hard to find sometimes. And when I say the good, I don't mean an overall good, bad person. I mean good towards him. These people don't like him. They're never going to like him. They're never going to give him a fair shake, no matter how nicely he treats them. And it drives me nuts because he tries so hard to be respectful, to be somebody who's, willing to go the extra mile for them, and they keep slapping his hand of friendship away. That being said, in this interview with Miss Welker that just leaked, and it's coming, the interview will be in its entirety shown tomorrow. But in this segment of the interview, he talks about, in particular, Pete Hegseth. Now, Pete Hegseth is a former Fox News host, decorated military veteran, and the guy who Trump picked to be the Secretary of Defense. And he said they were a little bit concerned. He stands behind them now, but they were a little bit concerned about all of this stuff swirling around Mr. Hegseth. Here's my take on it. You caved in on Matt Gaetz. I didn't think Matt Gaetz was a great pick to begin with, not for any reasons about Matt Gaetz himself, but for the fact that he has a lot of political enemies, and it was always going to be tough. However, if you picked Gaetz, and he did, you should have kept him out there, in my opinion, to take one for the team, because there'd be so much focus on Gaetz that the rest of these nominations would slide through. Now, if you back off on Hegseth and remove him, and I love Ron DeSantis. If you picked Ron DeSantis from the beginning, no harm, no foul, let's do it. But if you remove Hegseth now, they're going to come for Tulsi. They're going to come for RFK. They're going to come from everyone you nominate until you nominate people they approve of, quite literally. And at that point, you don't have a presidency. You have the Senate picking your cabinet, and you can't have that. I want you to watch this interview and let me know what you think in the comments.
It looks like Peter's doing well now. I mean, people were a little bit concerned. He's a young guy with a tremendous track record, actually. He went to Princeton and went to Harvard. He was a good student at both, but he loves the military, and I think people are starting to see it. So we'll be working on his nomination along with a lot of others.
Since you bring him up, do you still have confidence in Pete Hegseth?
Yes, I do. I really do. He's a very smart guy. I've known him through Fox, but I've known him for a long time. And he's basically a military guy. I mean, every time I talk to him, all he wants to talk about is the military. He's a military guy.